Hey guys, how you doing? This is JP Saricolia coming to you once again with another episode of Weekend Gaming. And as you know, every week there's something new. There's a lot of big news, small news, medium news. There's all kind of news in the gaming industry. The gaming industry has become such a powerhouse where everything that happens in the gaming industry affects the entire entertainment world. So, which is kind of cool because as a person that grew up in gaming and with games, gaming since I was very small, since I was a child, definitely I really enjoyed the progress that this industry has achieved and the way we as gamers affect the entertainment industry. So that's kind of cool. So let's just get into the news. There's always a lot of news. I don't cover everything, of course. I cover the news that really matter to me or the ones that I found it very, very interesting. So let's start first with Red Dead Redemption 2. As you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is finally here. And believe me, a lot of people, including myself, I'm going to be playing Red Dead Redemption. We're going to spend so much time on it. It just that's now the way. That's the biggest game of the year. And the best part of this is that a lot of the reviewers online, the biggest reviewers online, are giving it a perfect score, perfect 10. This is one of those games in a cycle of consoles that, every cycle, every new console generation, there is a game that defines that generation. There's one game that will be considered at the top list of the best game of all times. And it seems to me that Red Dead Redemption is actually kind of taking that crown. There's other games, of course, but I believe that this one will define because it not only includes one single console, it is across the board. You have, in this case, also Xbox, you have PS4. So you have all this console. So it's really the biggest game. And people are loving it. Reviewers are loving it with the content, everything that you can do in the game. It surpasses everything that was already established before by the first edition. So really excited for it. Really, it just came out. It's here in the stores. It's everywhere. You can find them everywhere. So it's just phenomenal. So people are going crazy for this. In my opinion, this is the game of the year. It surpasses even Spider-Man in popularity in regard. Even though Spider-Man for the PS4 was definitely is a great phenomenal game, but I think Red Dead Redemption has catch the attention of more people. So I feel that this is going to be the game of the year. So it's going to be between those two. It's going to be hard, but definitely I think Red Dead Redemption, just because the amount of gamers playing it, not only on one single console, but in other consoles, I think that this is going to define this game. It's more, there's more people, there's more fans involved in it. So really excited for it. Now, it's another news that we received this week was Battlefield 5. The Battle Royale mode is now going to come at launch, which in reality, in my opinion, is unnecessary. I can tell you this. I love Battlefield. I've always loved Battlefield. I've never seen the need to bring something that breaks them all. And I've seen that EA and DICE have tried so many different ways to kind of change the game to kind of accommodate to what people want in different games. And in many ways, it feels that at times even they were talking a lot of copying Call of Duty here and there. But I feel that it seems to me that EA and DICE, I've seen the Fortnite, I'm seeing the Battle Royale craze that is happening right now, and they feel the need to also accommodate by bringing also the same modes, the same type style of gaming or playing into their Battlefield franchise, which to me is a misfire. I can tell you one thing, for everything that they have done wrong lately, everything that has been said and done, and all of that, I can forgive all of that. But the idea that they have now, that Battle Royale is going to save this, franchise, going to make it better, to me, it's a little ludicrous. I don't think that that's the right approach. Just leave it the way it is. It doesn't need it. But it seems that they feel that that's what they need in order to bring more people in and create interest after all the backlash of everything that happened in the last couple of months. I feel that that's just a misfire. And the thing is this, if you don't have it at launch, then there's no need to bring it. It's not DLC. It's not something new. Just leave it like that. I feel that the game is going to do well just without it. But it seems to me that now the companies, and EA is famous for this, are just trying to copy what someone else is doing, Activision is doing. So they feel the need of doing it. So I think that's just, it's just bad for business. It really brings down your image. And, EA doesn't have the biggest image in the world. the best image in the world in the gaming industry, it brings down your your image, your name even more, because people feel that all you care about is to make more money, which is a business, and companies are here to make money, and that's okay. It's all about making money. Without making money, these franchises cannot survive, and games cannot be produced, and we cannot play none of these games. But at the same time, I feel that they're just pushing things just to accommodate to like today's market, not really thinking that just because it works for them doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. And I can give credits to Call of Duty because they brought Battle Royale and they amp Battle Royale. The Battle Royale in Call of Duty is just right now, it's just the best there is. Better than Fortnite, better than anyone else. So I feel that, now Battlefield feels the need to copy, and that's wrong. I think Battlefield has always been Battlefield, and Battlefield should stay as Battlefield and continue with what they already created. And to me, the biggest news of this week, at least for my heart, at least for how I feel about things. Of course, I love Red Dead Redemption, like there's all the things that have come out. But to me, it's just the fact that we actually are celebrating on October 23rd. Was early this week, of course. We celebrated the 30th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers 3. Super Mario Bros. 3. My gosh, just to think about it, it's 30 years. It was released in Japan on October 23rd of 1988. And to think that it's been 30 years since we have the first the Super Mario Brothers 3, not even the Super Mario Brothers, because Super Mario Brothers came out years earlier. And to me, Super Mario Brothers, the first one was the best, at least in my opinion, because because of my nostalgia, just because I loved it, because it was the one that came with the original Nintendo, the original Famicom. It was the first one, alongside, of course, Duck Hunter. It was just, to me, those games were just bring so many good memories of spending the weekends playing all day long, all Saturdays playing from, since I got up till I went to bed, just taking a break for lunch, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But that was it, playing. So it brings a lot of memories of childhood, in my early years. But, now to think that, that was then, but Super Mario Brothers 3 was far superior in quality, technically. If you're looking at it in a technical standpoint, it's a much better game. To the point that, I have loved it so long. I have played for so many years. Even my daughter, when she was just probably 5 years old, 6 years old, and I bought her a Nintendo DS. I remember this. The DS Lite, which was pink, if I remember well. And I got her one of those cartridges for the Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance. And he was playing for Super Mario Brothers 3. And she played that thing. She was just 5. She was 5, 6 years old. And she played that game and she could finish it in no time. She was just little. I remember that. It was so funny because, she will take that under her bed, under her pillow, and put their blanket on. And I could just go in the middle of the night, at midnight, and just go to her room, and she was covered on that blanket. And under the blanket, she was playing Super Mario Brothers 3. And so I have to take her away because my wife got upset with me because I said, you gave her this gift. So it is your fault that she doesn't, she's not sleeping well, and she needs to go, she's going to kindergarten, stuff like that. So I remember it brings good memories. It's such a great game that anyone can pick up. It's one of the most, technically, for the time, very technically, one of the best platforms, in my opinion, the best platform of all times. You can say Super Metroid was better, but in my opinion, Super Mario Brothers 3 was the game, the most technical game. And to think that it's been 30 years, and all those 30 years, many generations, every generation comes, now that we still can play these games, now that in new consoles, now even on the Switch again, you can play it. All of these things really, reminds you how powerful and important these games have been for the industry. And really that brings me to this, short video for today. Well, in this case, shorter than before, but in the sense that, games have evolved. All of this have changed over time. We have seen, now we can see the progress of games like Red Dead Redemption 2, how amazing they are, how great they are. Even Battlefield 5, if they decide to be in Battle Royale, the fact that we can play, online with people, in a really huge maps, it really, really shows us how far we have come, to this point in gaming. To go back and look at those games like, the Nintendo in that era of the NES or the Super NES, or even prior to that, when you're looking at Atari, and before that, even in other consoles, even on the arcades, all of those games, they brought us to this point where we can enjoy great experiences. So to me, to think that we have come a long way, and to think that I've been part of the process, because I've been playing these games for years, and I'm still at this point in my life, almost 40 years old, I'm still an avid gamer. So, I'm very happy for the world of gaming. I'm very happy for this game, so for this entertainment that has defined our generation and our culture. So, very happy. So, what do you think? Do you have good memories about Mario Brothers 3? Do you have good memories about the NES or the Super NES? Do you have good memories of your childhood playing those games? Just share those with me. I would like to hear them. So, please just leave your comments below, and I would like to have a conversation with you. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please hit the notification button so you're reminded of every video. So take care, my friends. God bless you.